Hello and welcome inside the CBC Newsroom. I'm Natasha Fateh, and we begin again with breaking economic news this hour. It's good news for borrowers, not so much for savers. The reason is the Bank of Canada has announced another major cut to the key interest rate. Scott Peterson has been following this story for us since it broke earlier in the day. So Scott, what did the Bank of Canada do, and what did the Bank of Canada's governor have to say about it?
Well, they did what a lot of economists were coming over to say, and that's acknowledging that the economy is slowing more than the Bank of Canada wanted, and they went for another supersized cut, 50 basis points. That takes us down to 3.25%. And when you think we were at 5% just a short time ago, it shows you how dramatically these rates are coming down. Now, of course, that's the overnight rate, and that's what banks borrow at. So that we'll see within the next 24 hours, probably the prime rate at all banks coming down following suit. But what's interesting when we dig into what Tiff Macklem said about it, the 50 basis points, he got a little bit defensive, saying, does this signal that the economy is in trouble? And famously, a Bank of Canada governor is a cheerleader for the economy. Part of him is there to make sure that things are stable, that people are assured, but saying that this, don't get used to it, this 50 basis cut was early to allow to stimulate the economy. Here's a little bit of what Tiff Macklem said directly.
Inflation is back to the 2% target, and lower interest rates are beginning to pass through to stronger spending by households. But the economy remains in excess supply, and the growth outlook now appears softer than we projected in October.
So I think the key takeaway here is now the focus goes from that inflation fight, taking sort of a victory lap, saying he brought inflation down from just over 8% to 2%, where is it now? And now the focus is on how much the economy is slowing. So if his target for inflation is between 1 and 3%, if it gets down to 1%, that's worrisome. That signals that the economy is slowing, perhaps contracting, and perhaps that horrible word nobody wants to say, which is recession.
All right. Scott, thank you for that.